sun, the green and gold shine bright. On the field of honor they battle with all their might. From the scrums to the tries, they always find their way. Springboks rising higher day after day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue. From the dusty fields to the world stage they've roared. Legends carved in history, their spirit soared. In the hearts of a nation, they ignite the flame. Every tackle, every try, echoing their name. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue. Through the blood, the sweat, the tears, and the pain, they carry the hopes of a country like a chain. From the whistles blow to the final play, they prove their greatness every single day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue.
Indeed, better than the rest. That's the Springboks song. Welcome back, folks. How's it going out there? And this is the final one. This is it. The season is here today. And the top 8 are nearly settled, but the top 4 are definitely settled. The bottom 4 for the playoffs are in question now. One team will lose out. Will it be Munster? Will it be Ulster? I think it's probably going to be Ulster lose out. Munster is likely to get points here, either through bonus point on tries, or through a draw, or through a win. And they're just 1 point behind Ulster, and they need to get more than 1 point. As long as they get at least 2 points in this contest, which could be a losing bonus point and a try bonus point, that would put them ahead of Ulster. Yep, 52 points on log, Munster 51. So it took 50 to get into the playoffs this year. The top teams have all won at least 10 games, double digits. So welcome back, folks. We'll be live with the Lions and the Munster side here shortly. And the Lions have got to get it done. Here's your chance for the Lions to shine finally, shine. They're in the playoffs for the first time ever. But let's not back into the playoffs. Let's move into the playoffs with authority. Lions with 10 wins, 1 draw, and 6 losses after a long streak. They finally were defeated last week, and not a great performance against Leinster. But today, the Lions can right that ship and go to the most wins they've ever had, which they already have 10, and go to 11. And if they get a victory, they would get 58 points, 57 points, which would put them ahead of Cardiff and Connacht. And so there you go. So if the Lions just outright win, they move all the way up to 5th position from 7th. If they get a draw, then they'll go above Connacht with 55 points to Connacht's 54. If they get a losing bonus point and a bonus point for, well, even if they get a losing bonus point, they're going to move ahead of Connacht. So all the Lions have to do is secure 1 point to move up to 6th. They need 2 points to move up to 5th place. So there you go. Lots of ways for the Lions to succeed today, but the best bet is to win outright. So Munster and the Lions can both be winners today in this game. So a lot can happen in this game. And there you go, folks. It's that simple. So let me just check in on something else. I'm curious if tonight's my game. I'm watching for the National Hockey League here, and Vegas plays on the 20th. That's not for a few days yet. They've got to wait. That Montreal leads the Buffalo series 3-2. Wow, there's a game tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll probably watch that Buffalo-Montreal. Anyway, Vegas plays Colorado. First game is on the 20th, and then the second game 22nd, third on the 24th, and the fourth on the 26th. Every 2 days. Wow, that's pretty hectic. They're on the road for the first two, then home for the next two. Yep, so there you go. All right, well, we're waiting for this to get started. Let me give the lineups here for these two teams in this last game of the season for both, moving on to the playoffs potentially for both. The Lions are in. Munster can get in, but the Lions cannot be knocked out. All right? Because Ulster lost. So the Lions are definitely in. Munster has Mike Haley at fullback, former Ulster player, wasn't he? Andrew Smith on the right wing, Alex Nankivel and Dan Kelly in the center. Sean O'Brien on the left wing. Jack Crowley is the fly half. Craig Casey, scrum half. Brian Gleason, John Hodnett, and Jack O'Donoghue in the 6, 7, and 8 positions. The locks are Phineas Wishley and Tom Ahern. The front row, Michael Alatoa, Niall Scannell, and Jeremy Lohman. Off the bench, Jarman Barron, Josh Wycherley, John Ryan, Evan O'Connell, Gavin Coombs, Ben O'Donovan, J.J. Hannaran, and Alex Kendellen. For your Lions, South Africa rugby fans, who have made the playoffs for the RC for the first time in their existence and have a chance to get a good placement up in 5th position. But the thing is, in 5th position, guess what? They'll be playing the Bulls. If they stay in 6th position, well, then they'll be playing the Stormers. 7th position, they'll be playing Leinster, but they're not going to stay there. So it's not going to be great. We're going to have, looks like most likely have 2 South African sides playing each other next week. So we'll be down to 1 or none, one or 2. So after that, yep, not next week, 2 weeks from now. So for the Lions, Kuhn Horn at fullback, Kelly Mpeku on the right wing, Henku van Wyk and Richard Creel in the center, Angelo Davids, the former Blitzbach on the left wing, Chris Smith, the former Bull, having a great season for the Lions at fly half. Morne Vandenberg, an incredible scrum half, which I told you all when I first saw him years ago. He's performing excellent. Frankie Horn is the captain once again, wearing number 8 jersey. Batu Shlakani and Siba Mahasha. And then the locks are Darian Landsberg and Reinhard Northnagel. In the front row, Sebastian Lombard, PJ Bota, and SJ Kotze. They had to call up someone because of Asanati Labakanye's drug doping offense, and he's out for 18 months now. Off the bench, Mornay Brandon, Eddie Davids from the Griquas, Arif Skuman, Ruan Delport, Sibak Koma, J.C. Pretorius, former Blitzbach, Hashim Peed, the promising young scrum half, and Reinhard Jonka. The officials, Andrea Piardi, one of the best officials in world rugby. And off the sidelines, we have Keane Davison from Ireland and Jonathan Erskine from Ireland. Stefano Penne is the TMO, television match official for this one, folks. And it's down to the wire here. This is it. So this weekend so far, the Stormers, an epic fail in Cardiff, chance to win that game. They chose to kick the corner repeatedly, squandered 6 tries, and lost 22-16. 6 tries within 5 meters. Glasgow defeated Ulster. Despite their best efforts, Ulster goes down defeat. They led that game briefly late in the game, 22-21, and they're likely to wind up at the playoffs because they couldn't close the deal at home. Connacht, easy winners over Edinburgh on the road in Edinburgh, 26-5, ending Edinburgh's disastrous season. Today, it was the Sharks this morning in a who cares game, 54-19 over the Zebra Parma at home. Vodacom Bulls defeated Benetton 45-19 in a mistake play game, but they came out on top. Leinster, easy victory over the Ospreys, 68-14. And the Scarlets and the Dragons finish in a draw. Go figure. Scarlets and Dragons finish in a draw. What are you going to say? So the Scarlets have 2 draws for the season. The Dragons have 4. The Dragons won 3, drew 4, and lost 11 games. Zebra Parma, 2 wins, 16 losses. Those 2 wins came early in the season, if I recall correctly. So Zebra Parma last, Dragons, Scarlets, and Osprey, 3 Welsh sides in the bottom of the log. Benetton finishes 6-2-10 after a promising season last year when they went to the playoffs. Edinburgh finishes 7-11, very disappointing for them. Osprey 7-2-9, not bad for the Osprey, particularly given their last game was against Leinster. Sharks with a disappointing 8-1-9 finish to the season, very disappointing. Munster now, 10 wins, 7 losses, can get into the playoffs with an 11-7 record to the victory today. Or, as I mentioned, the permutations of points, even in a loss, they could get ahead and get Ulster knocked out. So, from the top of the log, Glasgow, 13 wins, 5 losses. Leinster, 12 wins, 6 losses. The Stormers, 12 wins, a draw, and 5 losses. But they couldn't seal the deal with bonus points. Leinster got 15 bonus points in 18 games. The Stormers just 10. And that's why they finished third. Stupid, stupid mistakes. The Bulls finished fourth, 12 wins, 6 losses. An excellent season for them. Cardiff 11-7, but likely to move down the log from fifth. Connacht 10-8, sliding in with great performances late in the season. And the Lions, who had a terrible start this season, were the hottest team in URC until recently. They are at 17 games. They won 10, 1 draw, and 6 losses. They can go to 11-1-6, which would be a fantastic finish for the Lions, and I'm hoping they pull it off. This is the game I'm most excited about this weekend because I knew the Stormers would let me down. Wasn't surprised at all. It's a very difficult pick in Super Brew because the Lions have to win. Yeah, sure, playing too much rugby to pay for it. Yeah, that's why you should have more players. You should have more players. And Werner Krug was the first here. Willi, Knight of Justice, Johan Barnard, CB, Andre Mostart, Brian Lawrenson. And I think that's it. I think I caught everybody. So we're just waiting for this one to get started here. It's 4 minutes away from the start. So we started early just to run through the permutations and talk about it. This game is at Thomond Park in Ireland. Munster. They have a team that oftentimes causes us fits. Oftentimes causes us fits. Very frustrating team. They play in looking for something here. We play in Limerick and Cork. This one's at Thomond Park. Capacity 25,000. I'll bet it's full today. That's in Limerick. Yep. So, just a second here. There's something I want to say. There you go. General view ahead of the game. Okay, let's see what this general view ahead of the game is from Munster Rugby. Oh, there's nothing here. It looked like they were going to say something surprising here, but they didn't do it. Interesting. Let's see if there's any news about this game. Munster's fate in their own hands as Lions come to Limerick. There you go, the Limerick Reader. That's what I'm looking for. So we're still not live with the game. We've still got about 2 minutes. Okay. A win for Munster would guarantee them a Champions Cup or rugby next season. Yeah, well, who cares about that? You want to win the URC. Munster welcomes South African side, the Lions, to Thomond Park for their final URC game, regular season game, knowing that a victory will guarantee them a Champions Cup in 2026-2027. Clayton McMillan's side will also clinch URC playoff spot if they can overcome a Lions side that currently sits one place fifth. Now they're seventh, ahead of Munster. A win for Munster over the Lions would see them at least leapfrog the South African and see with the possibility of booking a home game in the playoffs. Nope, not going to happen. Not unless they're not going to have a home game. Lions come to Limerick on the back with 31-7 defeat to Leinster. Scoreline doesn't give true reflection on how tight the game at Viva was for large periods, with Leo Cullen's side only pulling away in the final quarter. Jack Crowley is back in the fold. He's been out. And we'll see how that goes for Munster. Yeah. But of course, we're not seeing Jean Klein play. He's not playing there for Munster. And 2 South Africans who usually play are not in the lineup for Munster today. Okay. They've announced the signing of Jack Unger from Connacht for next season. Okay. So Munster's picked him up. Interesting. Irish Times, final day playoff permutations in Champions Cup. Connacht secured a place in the playoffs. Their presence next season Champions Cup is not guaranteed. Playoff hopes of both Munster and Ulster along with their Champions Cup qualification remains undecided pending Saturday's round of matches. Well, we're down to just this last match. And so we'll see what happens here. All right. Munster going to Saturday's finals game of the regular season. Outside the top 8 and thus requiring at least 1 bonus point against the Lions to finish above Ulster by dint of winning more games. Unless the Bulls slip up at home, which they didn't, that's how it's going to end. Ulster, they're precariously in 8th place, a point above Munster, and thus requiring the Lions to win at Thomond and deny Munster a losing bonus point to finish in the top 8. Yep, they'll be thrown into the Challenge Cup. They play against Montpellier in Bilbao next Friday. Yeah, they come out on the pitch now. We're ready to get going here. All right. So this is the game we've been waiting for. The game of the weekend. Munster in their cherry red jerseys. They're playing Zombie. South African fans accused of hijacking the Cranberry song Zombie and pissing off Ireland's fans. But they're playing it now. What's the change? Wow. Crowley's out. Okay. In the last hour, 3 changes. So I didn't catch the other 2 changes. So Crowley is out and J.J. Hanrahan starts at fly half. Crowley is out. Here's a kick by the Lions. We're underway. Thomond Park inside at 22. And J.J. Hanrahan will kick it for touch. And the Lions will get the first line out of the game around the 10-meter line. Munster, what's going on? Line out successful for the Lions. They go into a mall. Frankie Horn got it. They're driving forward. At the back of that mall is PJ Bota. From left to right, it's Munster. From my left to the right. And there they go. Breaking free. Mornay Vandenberg threw it and it hit one of the... that's a knock-on. It hit one of the Munster players. Lucky for Munster that ball hit one of their players. So it'll be a scrum to the Lions. Lions can't piss around. They're wearing black jerseys today with red stripes. We'll see the replay of this. Mornay Vandenberg comes out. He's got the ball, and it's knocked on. Just a knock-on. Wasn't intentional. So no penalty, just a scrum to the Lions. Good call. All right, so I'm confused about this Munster side because players change. It's not a sellout. A lot of empty seats in the upper level. Crouch. Bind. Still a good crowd. And the whistle blows. I'm going to reset it. Well, it's not just last game of the 18. It's the last game, period. There are no other games being played right now. It's the last game of the season. Regular season for URC is being played right now. And it's in Munster at Thomond Park. So I'm very confused about this lineup for Munster now. Let's see if I can't find an updated lineup. And another whistle. Early engagement. Tap and go by Mornay Vandenberg. Down to the 22. He finds a gap. Oh, it's lost forward by knock on, but it kicked away. So Lions wait. Oh, that's kicked straight into touch. And so, was it inside the 22 when he kicked it? I thought it was outside the 22. Wow, I'm surprised. 2:43 in the game. Let's see where the kick is. It's a knock on there. Yeah, it was inside the 22, so he can kick it in touch. Crowd is quite loud. Here's a line out from PJ Bota at midfield after the Lions were down inside of 22. Sloppy ball handling by the Lions. Already a couple of errors. That ball's knocked backwards. Chased down by the Lions all the way back to their 30-meter line. Oh, there's a gap there for Creel. Richard Creel finds a gap, fights through it. Gets up past J.J. Hanrahan. They come wide on the outside. Is it Frankie Horn driving over midfield, kicks it forward, chases on. It bounces at the 22. And it's still chasing. Who's going to get there? Oh, they just got there, did Munster, and now it's Jackled. Oh, they push him off. And a penalty for not releasing the Lions pick up the ball very deep. Wow, they're going to go for the line out here? The Lions have the ball down at the 6-meter line. Was it Darian Landsberg who jackled that? I'm not sure. Munster didn't release the ball, so penalty. So Chris Smith will kick this to the corner from about 8 meters, looking for a 5-meter line out. All right. It was a great kick by Frankie Horn. It was a bad bounce for Munster. Oh, there's the penalty, side entry. Line out successful to the Lions. They come down with it. They're into a rolling maul. Ball's at the back in PJ Bota's hands, but it's going nowhere. They got to push. Come on, boys, push. Heave. Heave, Lions. Let's go. There goes PJ Bota. In at the side comes a Munster player. No call for that. Where's the ball? Ball's available. Mornay Vandenberg, 3 meters out. He goes wide to Frankie Horn. Frankie Horn should have looked up. Chris Smith was open, but he didn't look. Mornay Vandenberg. The defense is attacking, and the Lions need to get points here early on, nearly 5 minutes into the contest. 6 meters out. A dummy pass there from Richard Creel. Back down to 6 meters. They go wide. Chris Smith gets it back into the hands of Kuhn Horn. Kuhn Horn back to 5 meters. That Munster defense is not cracking. Lions keep getting stopped. They can't get past the line again. Chris Smith looking for wider. Chakir. Who is that? It's Henko van Wyk. Player was dragged forward. Oh, nearly broke through. A lot of phases. There must up to about 15 phases by now. Chris Smith looking for somebody. And it's lost forward. Lions lose it forward. The ball's kicked down the pitch. A huge sequence of time wasted there. That ball is going to be a 50-22 if they don't get to it. And Kuhn Horn didn't get there. It's a 50-22 from the 5 meter line. Wow. Wow. Just like that, the Lions pressuring for 5 minutes and they're going to get nothing. And it's a 50-22 from all the way from their 5 meter line. What a monster kick. Another unforced error, and PJ Bota lost that ball, and his team is in trouble now. About to score, and what a great kick that was by Munster. It's Mike Haley. Scannell throws it in. And Munster inside the 22 now, threatening against the Lions, whose defense isn't ready. There's a gap. A line break down to the 5 meters, 3 meters. And the Lions have screwed the pooch here after not scoring. They're at the post. He's over. And that's a try. O'Connell. So Lions screwed the pooch here royally, and now they trail right by the post. Unbelievable. South African sides really know how to cock things up this weekend. Unbelievable. Kick is good. Hanrahan adds the additional 2. 7-0. After all that pressure from the Lions. 4 or 5 unforced turnovers there. Ball handling errors by the Lions in that sequence. And eventually cost them dearly. Unbelievable. Team that scores first typically wins 75% of the time. Here's a kick to the near side. Short of the 22. Taken there. Dropped by Munster, but then tackles made by Kelly Mpeku. Craig Casey digs it out. He kicks it the other direction. Is it going to find touch? It will find touch. Good clearance kick. Takes it out to about the 40-meter line. 8 minutes now off the clock. Very disappointing by the Lions. Very disappointing. .828. Line down is good for the Lions. Mornay Vandenberg sends it over the middle. Chris Smith, Richard Creel. Creel. And that ball's taken by Schlekane. And he gets tackled. Mornay Vandenberg. Richard Creel driving forward. Places the ball. Mornay Vandenberg. Well, come on, off their feet. No call there. Kick forward by Kelly Mpeku, looking for space down to the 22. Bounces, picked up back there. And Haley sends it back the other direction. Caught back there by Kuhn Horn at his own 30-meter line. Comes up to the 45, kicks it high into the air. And he gets taken out by one of the Munster players. Nash kicks it. Not quite into touch. It's caught over there by Chris Smith. He dumps it off on the wing to Angelo Davids. This Munster defense is impressive. Darian Landsberg tackled. Morne van der Berg's getting a little bit of help here. Kicks it over the top. Not much of a chase. Doesn't go anywhere. And it's knocked on by the Lions. This is not going well after an opening 5 minutes that were impressive. Oh, boy. Munster would jump to 5th place. The Lions would stay in 7th place with these results right now. And Ulster drops out. So Lions would play Leinster, who they lost to, in Leinster on the 30th. Successful line out for Munster, but it wasn't straight. I don't know why that wasn't called. That wasn't straight. It was obviously not straight. And they get away with one there. They come on the outside. Kicked into the 22. Chase is on. And it's going to go into touch. There'll be a 5-meter line out for the Lions. It's a nice bounce. Lions not getting the bounce. The Munster side getting all the bounces so far. You've gotten used to my way of commentary. What's my way of commentary? Welcome, David. Again, no arrow for this one. I've been very busy. So, from the left, Lions on the right. They go deep with the line out. Successful. They have it. And here comes Shlakani over the 5-meter line up to 7-meter line where he's tackled. Forming the breakdown. Here comes Morne van der Berg with a box kick. And he's looking for touch. He finds it. And it's a generous spot out to about 26 meters. Wasn't the best of kicks, but a decent kick. So Lions in a bit of trouble here. Trailing 7-0. Where's the try? It should be up there. Sorry. There we go. Here's the line out from Munster. Niall Scannell will throw it in. Line out's not challenged. Casey over the middle. And a tackle off the ball, but they get away with one there as Richard Creel is tackled away from the ball. No penalty called. There's a tackle. Hodnett runs right up the middle. Casey offloads that ball to Michael Alatoa. Alatoa being tackled by the Lions, but they're in trouble here just 15 meters out. They go wide to the outside channels, and they're down to the 7-meter line, but the Lions get over top of it. And then, oh my goodness, Henko van Wyk thrown off the ball. They're down to 6 meters. Lions get onside. They go outside and right up the middle. That's not scored. That's held up. That's held up. Well done by the Lions. They held him up. It was almost there. Darian Landsberg did a great job on a tackle. Ripped the play around so he couldn't place it down. And they got help from Angelo Davids. Well done. Yep, that was definitely held up. Escape with one there. 13 minutes now. Here's the kick. Jack O'Donoghue gets it at the 42, and he drives up the pitch. Tackle's made. And he's not down yet. He gets up again. The Lions are upset because he never released the ball, and they have a point there. But Munster's just slicing through this Lions defense like butter. And there's PJ Butler. What's the problem? He was on his feet. That's crap. Piardi told him to step off, and he was there legitimately. Calvin Nash now tackled. Casey gets it out again. Hodnett running up there. Off to the middle. Hanratty. They come wide out on the wing. O'Donoghue gets tackled there by Chris Smith. So momentum slowed down here, but the Lions have got to stop this pressure. Nagel gets the tackle. We go wide on the outside here again. Oh, it's intercepted. There goes Kuhn Horn. Oh, baby, he's going to go all the way. 22, 15, 10, 5 meters. And the Lions will score under the post. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Do I make you Randy? Oh, cute horn, you sweet thing. Intercepted that telegraph pass. Woo! Cute horn goes all the way the distance. There's a backbreaker. 13:57 Kuhn Horn with a try. Wow. What an interception. He tipped it in the air and caught it. Wow. Kuhn Horn just takes it all the way. Can you believe it? Woo! Here's a conversion by Chris Smith. Man. Wow. My goodness. Great job. Onside. Perfect steal. Wow. 149 points for Chris Smith now. Wow. 7-7. Man, that was awesome. Man. That was brilliant. All right, here we go. 15-15 now. The restart, Munster will kick it to the Lions. Inside to 22. Mornay Findebag catch. Hands it off to Schlakane. Schlakane's tackled immediately by Calvin Nash. Nice tackle there. Mornay Findebag with a box kick. And that's not a great box kick. It bounces high into the air. And who's going to get it? Munster has it. They say play on. Mornay Findebag chasing up here. Hanratty to Hodnett. Hodnett. O'Donoghue, excuse me, not Hodnett. O'Donoghue. They come wide. They do a dummy and runs right into it is Mike Haley. So 7-7 now, and the Lions back in trouble again. The ball's on their side of the pitch. They need to get this ball down the other end of the field. Just get it and kick it down there. Bounce along the turf. Wyatt has to put everything in the air. They come to the near side. Michael Alatoa, he's tackled inside the 10-meter line in the middle of the pitch. They go Donoghue on the outside, far left-hand side of the pitch. Casey does a dummy, then throws the ball right in the middle. Good defense by the Lions at this point. Let's see if they can keep it up. Alatoa again with a carry. No gain there. Casey goes back to the center. And they're not really sure what to do here. His Hanratty just passes the ball back. Hanrahan. I keep saying Hanratty. JJ Hanrahan. Casey. Hanrahan. Calvin Nash to go out. That's a forward pass and thrown into touch anyway. So it'll be a line out to the Lions here. 17 minutes in, 7-7 contest. Thanks to Kuhn Horn, we're all even at 7. "17 minutes, 12 seconds expired off the clock. Ball was just dropped right through the hands of the Munster player. Right through his hands. My goodness. There's the line out. Over the middle, Shikane charges into the pile. Places the ball. Mornay Findebag told to use it. He rolls it back. He's going to box kick this. And the chase is on by Angelo Davids. And he doesn't get it. Knocked on by Davids again. He took his eyes off it. So it's a knock-on advantage. There's another advantage there. So they kick it away. Advantage is over for kicking it away. Taken by Kuhn Horn is 32. He kicks it back the other direction. Hanrahan at the 30-meter. Into the middle it goes. Back to Hanrahan. Now that's Mike Haley. Andrew Smith now. Tackle made on Mike Haley at the 10-meter line. Now it's finally on the Munster side of the pitch. Let's see if the Lions can keep it over here. Most of the game's been played on their side of the field. Ball's placed. Call to use it by Piardi. Casey does the dummy kick, sends it over to Hanrahan, and he's going to kick it into touch. Nope. Almost. Oh, the Lions missed a tackle there. Angelo Davids missed a tackle. Another tackle missed. And now they're all the way down. It's knocked into touch by the a penalty on the Lions for what? What's the penalty for? What's the penalty for? Kelly Mpeku? No, it's not Mpeku. Siba Mahasha is called for penalty. And Hodnett's down. Something wrong with him. Let's see what the penalty's for. Richard Creel missed a tackle. Angelo Davids missed a tackle. Then Frankie Horn missed a tackle. 3 Lions missed a tackle. It's just a penalty. He tried to catch it. Why is it a penalty, though? Seven, 19 minutes. Hodnett getting treatment for his arm. This game matters a lot to Munster, who can make their own destination here. They can decide where they're going to wind up at if they beat the Lions. Clock still stopped. So there's a penalty. I guess for the knock-on, but just a knock-on. It wasn't, I don't get that penalty. The ball was thrown from behind the player. It wasn't like he was reaching over. That's an odd penalty. So Munster will have the ball at the 24-meter line. James, the Lions have played badly. They played well for 5 minutes, and they played badly ever since then. But Kuhnhorn intercepted a pass and ran all the way back and tied it up. Fair contest. They're into them all. And the Lions have no defense as they charge inside the 22. Getting close to that touchline. Hodnett's still getting attention here. They restarted the game without him. Oh, it's knocked on. And then offside. So what are we going to get? The offside penalty? Player's way offside. Unintentional offside. So Chris Smith kicking for some territory. Gets some distance on, but what's the mark going to be? Yeah, it's close to midfield. Good kick. First quarter of the game is over. It's all even. 7-7. Crowd really into it. Lions line out from their own 46-meter line. They go deep, and they screwed up and overthrew it, and Munster steals the ball. What the hell? What the hell, Lions? These are stupid mistakes. You can't win in the playoffs like this, and you aren't going to get anywhere in the playoffs if you don't get a better placement. They're on the near side now. Mike Haley with the ball. He's tackled. Kelly Mpeku in on the tackle. They go back the other direction. Defense. You can't play defense all day long. You've got to get on the offense here. Wow, Craig Casey just steps over one of the Lions players, and a brilliant move on his part. Oh, hand to the face of Morney Vandenberg, but he gets the tackle anyway. Wow, Morney Vandenberg making a nuisance of himself. Hannaran. Gleason, an advantage for not rolling away. Called against. That's a kickable. Oh, somebody better get there. And Angelo David gets, that's a kickable one. They'll probably kick that right in front of the post and take the 3 points, would be my expectation. Because Munster needs a win. Smart move is to take the points. Smart move is take the points. And they're going to take the points. Shot called. So that was S.J. Coates who didn't roll away. This is the right decision. Apparently the wind is blowing. There's been no information on the weather. Yeah, look at the flags up. They are blowing. Kind of weird. They're blowing from both directions. But this is a straight-on shot. Easy shot. Ireland flag up there. Here comes the kick. Last regular season game of the year for the seasons 2025-2026 URC. Here's the kick from Hannaran. Looks like it's going to be good. And it is. 10-7 Munster. 10-7 Munster in front now. All right. Curious what the attendance is. Stadium holds 26,500. Here's a kick by the Lions inside the 22, near side, taken down there by Alex Nankerville. Inside the 22, tackles made. And Munster, Alatoa comes up. Craig Casey, told to use it already once, kicks it away. He's going to find touch from inside the 22. So it'll be a Lions line out around the 41-meter line. And Casey's upset about that. He thought it went a lot further. He's complaining about the distance. He said it's his job, not yours. So Craig Casey is being warned by Andrea Piardi to back off. And that's well handled by the officiating crew. All right, so PJ Bota here, who knocked it on when the Lions had a chance to score earlier. There they go. They had pressure for the first 5 minutes of this game and nothing since then. Richard Creel dives through the 10-meter line. Mornay Vandenberg. Vandenberg looking for help. He's got it. Oh, nearly lost, but Lions hold on to it. And they kick it inside the 22. Not sure what Mornay was doing there. That's going to go down into the try zone. It's going to be a goal line drop kick. I'm not sure what he was doing there. That didn't make any sense what he was kicking for there. So it'll be a goal line drop kick. 25 minutes off the clock. Never stop competing. That's their hashtag sign. Here's a kick by Hannaran. And it'll be picked up at midfield by Shlakane. He runs, carrying that ball very precariously. Gets inside the 10-meter line. Mornay Vandenberg digs it out. Nice pass over to Creel. Creel releases that ball to Chris Smith. Chris Smith gets it back to Kuhn Horn. Oh, here come Mahashe. And they're going to give it up. They stole it. Not releasing. Not releasing. Penalty against the Lions. Yeah, that's definitely a penalty. Never tried to place the ball. So they kick it down the pitch, and it's going to be on the Lions side of the field again. Not a great kick, though. Alex Nankerville with that jackal. Lions can't fade in the second half like they did against Leinster. So it's a Munster line out from the Lions' 45-meter line. That is not straight. The Lions have got it. Oh, PJ Bota gets buried at midfield, but he gets it off to Frankie Horn, who gets it to Creel. Coming wide, the Lions got something over here. Oh, that's intentional knock-on. Come on. Come on, that's got to be a card. That was a try. That's got to be a card. Let's go to TMO. That's got to be a card. He just stuck his arm out there to block it. Piardi comes over to talk to the side judge.
You are on the libre, and I think he's the last man. Yes. So yellow card against this guy. Yes.
This guy, yep.
Lack in discipline.
11, 14.
Unnecessary.
26-48, yep. Yellow card against Smith. It's a very easy decision. It was clearly a yellow card that stopped a probable try. That's BS. Here, let me see the replay. There's no one out. Oh, yeah, there's no one out there. That stopped the try, but it's so far away it can't award the try. So Lions will kick to the corner. They're saying it's a big mistake. It's not a mistake. It was intentional to prevent a try from happening, and it worked. Wow. Wow. Oh, they lost it. And the Lions knocking on. Unbelievable. They can't win with. They can't live with success. So Munster has the ball back after that. And clock is ticking off here, that yellow card. Lions not taking advantage of it. Ball's kicked high into the air from inside of 22. And that's a really good clearance kick by Craig Casey out to about 36 meters. Wow. That was brilliant. Wow. Jack O'Donoghue stole that line out. Lions just cannot live with success. Yeah. It's lost forward anyway. Got a player down for Munster. Clock stops at 27:57. Lions have really got to get their act together here. It's Brian Gleason who's down. Headshot. There's no blood. What are they doing? Huh. Oh boy. So checking them out right now. Yep, no foul play. Yeah, both are really low. No foul play. He's right. Both players bent completely over. People singing.
It's cleared and it's
Move on.
Yeah, move on. It's done. And a lot of these ones, you know.
So Lions line out from their 38 meter line. A good line out would be nice here. They squandered the last one. This one goes short to come back. PJ Botenhout. At least they executed that one. Mornay Vandenberg digs it up. Ball's passed over into the center of the pitch to Darian Landsberg. Landsberg is tackled. Yellow card here now. The Lions need to take advantage of this. Schlakane. Up the middle it comes. Ooh. Sebastian Lombard. Nice pass there by Mornay Vandenberg. He's very flat in his passes. Close. Oh, look, he had space here, but he couldn't quite get it. There's Frankie Horn. He gets a line break. Inside the 22. Frankie Horn driving. And they're not rolling away. So he's not going to get a penalty. He said, your own player's on. PJ Botha drives forward. He holds on to it. Mornay Vandenberg. Come on, Lions. Kicked over the top. Who's going to get this? Oh, man. Mike Haley takes the mark. Ball stayed in the air too long. Mike Haley caught that in the air. It was too much air time. Chris Smith left it up for too long. So free kick, and we're going to be back out where we were a few minutes ago. The Lions gained about 10 meters, 8 meters on that total. So we have another line out, which that hasn't gone well for them. People waving to the camera. Lots of those free Munster flags. Oh, my goodness. Come on, Lions. All right, here's the lineup. 29:40 now. Yellow card. Still out there. Just 3 minutes ago, so plenty of time on the yellow card. Lions need to start getting points here. They go deep, line out to Frankie Horn, successful. They're into a maul, and they come away from quickly. Oh, nice pass to Richard Creel, who breaks through the line. Creel's still going, inside the 22. Not held the tackle. Down to 15 meters. Richard Creel, brilliant work there. Chris Smith goes wide. Oh, and it's knocked down again. Come on. That's a knock-on. Why are we still playing? And I want a yellow card on that.
What questioning?
Here? Yeah, by right.
First off, there is a knock on. I know. It's just
Wait, can I do my job? Thanks a lot. Nothing clear
Sean
there.
O'Brien touch it first
Okay, we
would
go
be the
upstairs.
worry from Munster's
Stefano?
perspective.
Yes, Andrea.
Must believe there is a touch by red. Please,
There
put
is a
that.
touch.
Yeah, put
We
that. on
might
the
have
screen.
another yellow card here.
This could be pretty serious.
Because
for
I believe
Munster,
we have
because
a
Sean O'Brien stuck an
potential
arm
deliberate
out
knock coming
here
in.
It is a
and
deliberate
knocked it
knock-on.
forward. There's a
Another
catch for
try
a yellow
stopped.
card. Yeah,
Give me a second.
I think we got another yellow card here.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's intentional.
he has.
Okay, okay. We have deliberate knock on.
Yep,
Clearly
yellow
by
card.
red, 12. Just put the action again on the screen because we need to see if we have a line break opportunity or not.
Yep.
Yeah, we need a wider angle.
Yep.
Stefano.
No, there's a player on the outside to cover.
It's clear 2-on-1 on the edge, Quinny, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Two against one. We have a line break possibility.
Uh-oh.
Yellow card against number 12.
Uh-oh.
Agree with me,
Waiting.
Stefano? We are going to send this.
This
we
is
have
the
a-
wide angle?
Yeah, we have a
O'Brien.
line break opportunity. 2 against 1. Yellow card against number 12. Red.
Agree.
Yep, there you go. Sean O'Brien. Yep, so now the kick to the corner. So 2 yellow cards. Lions got to pour on some points here. They get a halftime. They've got a 2-man advantage as long as they don't screw up here. So they're going to kick this from about the 18-meter line. Chris Smith. A little bit of sun down here. It can be difficult. Need a good line out here. 2 yellow cards now. Down to 2 players. The Lions ought to be able to score here. Here's the line out. Successful. They're into a maul. Lions maul is going forward. PJ Bota gets the ball finally. Call to use it once. It's going nowhere. And Mornay Feinbeck's trying to get the ball, but there's a Munster player that's in there. They go down. They're going to turn it over. It's going to be Munster ball. What a stupid series by the Lions. Again, stupid play. You can see that coming a mile away. Uh-oh, fight. Darian Landsberg getting pushed. Wow. Finney and Wycherley starting some crap there. What a stupid, stupid series from the Lions. Clock is still running. Crowd really into it. Time off.
They have to win this scrum and make sure
Gonna
they
have
get out of
conversation here.
touch.
With the captains.
Lineout was fine. Moore was fine. No changing by 6. Arrived to the ball carrier and then down by black. Nothing. We have a turnover for red. I don't want to see anything more than this during the game. Again. Otherwise I penalize. Okay. I think you have a scrum. I don't want to see a penalty for you here. I think it is fair. You don't want to see a penalty
No,
here.
100%, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We've just been
Can we be a little bit more positive?
100%.
Thank you guys.
All right, Andre
Frankie
Piardi
Orr
handling it
and
well.
Craig Casey.
Of course you can.
I think he wanted to give a penalty to Casey, but he let him off the hook. Yep, here we go. So that was a nice little tussle there. Nothing comes from it. But the Lions really squandering opportunity after opportunity here, just like the Stormers did yesterday. Craig Casey's really chuffed out there. 31 minutes now. That first yellow card is about halfway through. So we've got a yellow card and a half right now. Lions, if they could win a scrum here, would be huge, but I doubt it. Behind. Set. And Casey will put it in. Lions get a big push, but no call. They get away with it. Gleason with a big carry up to about 15 meters. Wow, the Lions had a big push there. And a counter ruck coming from the Lions, but to no avail. That's going to find touch. Good clearance kick. So Munster gets themselves out of trouble. And we're back to the 39-meter line on the far side of the pitch again. Only about 3.5 minutes left on that first yellow card. The Lions can't score with 2-man advantage here. Making dumb mistakes. All right, here we go. Stolen by Munster. Another crappy line out by the Lions. Hudnett. Oh, there's obstruction. Obstruction. Oh, Hudnett, the tackler was blocked because Hudnett had someone helping him. Not called by Piardi. Oh, that's a shame. Clear obstruction there. And Munster's playing well. Not the Lions, that's for darn sure. Up to the 10-meter line. Casey told to use it. Kicks it over the top. There's a chase on by one of the players from... It's caught in the air. Morny Funderberg rings it down. Now we got to come this near side. Come on, get rid of the damn ball. Pay attention, Henku. Jiminy Cricket, Schlakani. Heshe. Out to Kelly and Peku. Cuts back inside. That wasn't the answer. Kicks it forward. Chase it. Peku. Oh, he's tackled without the ball. What the hell is that? That guy wasn't going for the ball. They're saying it was a knock-on. The player was tackled without the ball. Come on, Piardi. Usually you're pretty good. They kick it to the wing, and there's nobody over here. O'Donoghue thrown into touch, and the Lions intercept the pass. They've got it back. Wow, this is frenetic pace right now. Morny Funderberg gets it over to PJ Bota, to Chris Smith. Oh, there's space on the outside. Come on, boys. Here we go. Come on, get rid of it. Yeah, there. Go, 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 go. Frankie Horn cuts back inside. Out of the wing it goes to Angelo Davis. Davis down to 22. Davis still going. 18 meters down there. Lions now on the front foot. Let's go, boys. Pour it on. Darian Landsberg with the carry. Chris Smith finds Richard Creel. Creel. He finds Chris... No, it's Cute Horn on the wing. Kelly and Peku. The Lions will score. The Lions will score. Yeah, baby. Kelly and Peku with the try. Oh, man. That's better. They just ran out of players. But what defense, what incredible defense by Munster to stop that. Chris Smith for the conversion. 35 minutes off the clock now. That first yellow card's about to expire. Kick is good, and it's 14-10. $14-10 now. Okay. I'm down to one yellow card here in just a moment. About a minute to go for that yellow card. Four minutes left in the first half. First yellow card about to come back. The next stoppage. Inside of 22. Lions have it now. They need to get back on the other side of the pitch again. Keep the pressure on Munster. 14-10 ain't going to get it done. Take him back into 22. So Morney's got to keep it in play. He kicks it high into the air. Here's a chase on Mahashe. There's a Kelly Peku. Is it Peku? Did he knock it on? Munster has it at midfield. Kelly Peku trying to get out of there. They come wide. And they've got numbers out here. Oh, the Lions screwed up there. And Hodnick cuts back inside. Finally tackled by Kelly and Peku. Oh, ball's bounced backwards. That looked like a knock-on to me. No knock-on, he says. Mike Haley tackled. Lions have got to get the ball back. Stoppage of play will get them back to 14 players. Oh, a header end. Tackle. How are they driving with 13 players? The Lions have got to get this ball. Michael Alatoa. Don't give up a penalty here, Lions. Haley cuts through down to the 22. The Lions are like butter out here, just getting sliced apart. Jeremy Lockman tackled. Inside Lions 22. That ball's hanging out there. They got space on the outside. 13-player Munster driving against the Lions, and there's a penalty advantage. Alatoa now driven backwards. And there's another tackle. I wonder what they must have been offside for the penalty. Casey to Hanran. He's tackled. A lot of time being eaten up here. Pick and go. That was clever. Mike Haley down to 10 meters. Shane Daly. Craig Casey. Another advantage. Oh my goodness. The Lions are screwing up left and right. Loman tackled. They're going to score 13-man team. They're down to 4 meters. How can the Lions give up a try to a 13-man side? They've been playing a long advantage here, but they've been driving, so it's reasonable. There it is. And it's stolen by Kuhn Horn, and they're going to come back for the advantage. So we'll get back to 14 players. My goodness. Wow. Lions making a lot of mistakes there. Okay, should be back to one player here now. They're going to kick to the corner. Instead of taking the 3 points. Let's hope they screw up. Kuhnhorn did a good job to steal that. So they have 14 players now. Okay, line out, 5 meters out for Munster. Need him to throw this away or something. Lions got to catch a break here. Munster's closing the gap. They're being warned. We're coming at 15 seconds to the half. Oh, nearly intercepted, but not. Now they're down to 4 meters. Munster, Lions got to adjust. Come on, strip that ball. Do something. They're not 2 meters. Craig Casey. Bobbles it. J.C. Pretorius has come in for Kuhn Horn. What happened to Kuhn Horn? Tackle. There it is. He's held up. He's a short. Oh, Casey dives across. That was clever. Wow, that was clever. Wow. Craig Casey got really clever there. He did a dummy pass, and he faked out. Who was that? He faked out Mahasha. Yep. Easy conversion here. So it should be 17. They have 2 tries apiece. Wait, it's dead silent. Listen to this.
JJ Hanrahan.
It's good.
If you're joining us late and you wonder.
Wow. 17-14. Six minutes of that half there with 13 players, and they still leave at halftime leading. All right, halftime. 17-14. Lions got to get it together. Should have scored a lot more points in that first half, just like the Stormers. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. All right. Halftime. Wow. All right, let me just, I don't know what to say about that, man. Disappointing, to say the least.
Under the southern sun, the green and gold shine bright. On the field of honor, they battle with all their might. From the scrums to the tries, they always find their way. Springboks rising higher day after day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true. Better than the rest in every test they pursue. From the dusty fields to the world stage they've roared. Legends carved in history, their spirit soared. In the hearts of a nation, they ignite the flame. Every tackle, every try, echoing their name. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true. Better than the rest in every test they pursue. Through the blood, the sweat, the tears, and the pain, they carry the hopes of a country like a chain. From the whistles blow to the final play, they prove their greatness every single day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true. Better than the rest in every test they pursue.
Well, that was disappointing, folks. Lions should have run that score up when they had two-player advantage. They managed to get one try out of it. They still have one yellow card out there. Yeah, they're going to need some luck because they're not performing on the pitch. They're going to need some luck here. They already had some in the form of Kuhnhorn, who got a big steal for them. All right. So, sorry about that. Yeah, very disappointing. So we're down to the final match of the season, and Munster leads it. Right now, the Lions would get 2 points. Would get 1 point for finishing within 7. So 1 point for the Lions, and Munster would get 4 points. So if the season were in right now, Munster would have 55, and the Lions would have 54, pushing Connacht down to 8th place and Ulster out. Lions would stay. Let me see. Excuse me, 55. They've got plus 13. They would move. Oh, the Munster right now with 4 points would move all the way up to 5th place. The Lions would stay in 7th place because Cardiff gets pushed down, and Connacht falls below the Lions. So right now, they'll yeah. So anyway, not good for them. Not good. They need another point here. So, Lions got to get more work done. And we got a long way to go just to say that we're going to get that point. So, oh my goodness. Crazy stuff. Anyway. Oh my goodness. Girl, Limerick has had 14 Ireland International senior test matches. Okay. 1898, not again until 2002. 104 years later. Wow. Wow. That's a long time. Barbarians are coming to South Africa in June. Thirteen matches this year. What the hell? What's this? Facebook is such a slow site. I hate that damn site. So slow. Anyway, I can't find a single freaking. Okay, what about the Barbarians? They're coming. Yeah, there we go. June 28th, they play the Barbarians. Then July 5th, it's South Africa versus Italy. Then the 12th, Italy. Then Georgia on the 19th. That should be 3 wins, but no guarantees there. Then August, aren't they playing England? Oh, that's 2025. That's not this year. I said 2026. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's why. 2026 is not on there. There's a character missing. Okay, Springbok schedule this year. Okay. Let's see what we get here now. Ugh, stupid freaking websites. Barbarians, non-cap match, June 20th. That's what I thought, June 20th. Okay. That's in Nelson Mandela Bay. Then on the 4th of July, our Independence Day, they play against England. Scotland on the 11th. The 18th of July, they're playing against Wales in Durban. 8 August against Buenos Aires. Oh, in Buenos Aires, excuse me. Then they come back late August, 22 August, 29 August. Yep, for that All Blacks tour. All right, so going to be a busy summer here. Busy summer, Springboks test matches. Why is this showing me? I want the Springboks. This is... What the hell? This is not what I'm asking for. They got everything except what I'm looking for. Springbok women play on the 23rd against the Madagascar women. Rugby Africa Women's Cup. Okay. Gee, thanks for that. It's not what I was looking for. Springboks Rugby. Okay. I want to see the senior team. This is so stupid. It's so slow. Okay. Gave me an error, then it gave me my account. What the hell? I want to see the schedule. This is stupid. It won't show me the schedule. Home day match kit. Leisure wear. Anyway, that's not helpful. Still halftime in Thomond Park in Ireland. Still daytime there too. Even though it's Ireland. Was it 4 hours or 5 hours? Let me see. We got right now. Should be 5 hours. Dublin is 8:44. Yep. Well, it's summer. Heading to summertime, so the light stays out much longer. Yep. Gorgeous day outside here in central Pennsylvania, folks. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Excuse me. So, Springbok schedule doesn't show up there. But SA Rugby Magazine does provide it. Thank you for that. In the All Blacks Tour, rugby's greatest rivalry. 7 August to 12 September. The last game being played in Baltimore. I have a ticket for that game. Oh. So here's the schedule for the All Blacks tour. 7 August, they play the Stormers. 11 August, they play the Kings. So let me go back to the Springbok schedule there. So 7 August, 11 July, 8 August, they're in Argentina. That's what the deal is. Okay. Okay. All right, there's a break there. Interesting. Kids out playing on the pitch. Looks like we're ready to get started. It's not the kids, it's the players. Second half to action here. Here we go. They're out on the pitch. So halftime is over. The Lions got to get done. Yeah, I had to withstand 2 yellow cards. It's bullshit. They committed 2 yellow cards, which both stopped tries. And that's the thing. They were so far out they weren't awarded penalty tries. But they should have been. Yeah, the Irish, they're always so biased. Should have heard him call the Springboks game in the World Cup. What a crock that was. Here we go. Lions got to get together. Kick to the Lions. Inside of 22, 2 players fighting over it, and they finally come away with it. It's Henko van Wyk. Or is that Henko van Wyk? It's Reinhard Jonker. Jonker's out there. When did he come out? Hassian Pete is taken over. Is Morne van den Berg injured? Oh, that's a terrible kick. So they've turned the ball over just inside their 22, the Lions, with a terrible kick. Sean O'Brien with the carry. So they're back to 15 now. Yellow card's over. Not releasing. That's a jackal. Come on! Is that a penalty or what? That took forever. Jonker. Pede gets the ball back to Chris Smith. He's going to get a better kick than Pede would. Looking for the try line or touch line. Nope, doesn't find it. 48 meters taken over there by Mike Haley. Haley comes flying down. Richard Creel is out, replaced by Jonker. I don't understand these replacements. Richard Creel is out. Jonker's in there. Chris Smith. No. Hanran. And being driven up the pitch by the Lions, Casey gets it over. The Lions living dangerously again on their side of the pitch. 42 minutes in this contest. Out on the wing they go Hodnett and Haley. And missed tackles again. 3 missed tackles by the Lions. Gets him down to the 22. J.C. Pretorius finally makes a tackle. But the Lions are just standing around. Could have had that ball if they were paying attention. Michael Alatoa tackled at the 22. Carry inside the 22 now by Munster. Ball's available. Jeremy Lohman carries it inside 22 again. Lions stop him again. Oh, they're fighting for it, and the Lions come away with it. Lions have it now, but the ball's trapped under there. Mike Haley's got his hands on the ball. His hand's in the ruck there. He's touching the ball. How about a penalty? Chris Smith. This one he's looking down the pitch. Oh, nice kick. Bounces at the 22. Here they come up the middle. Little kick over the top. Someone better give chase. Kellyan Peku's taking his time there. And the Lions don't get the ball. And it bounces. It's free on the turf. And good counter ruck by the Lions. And they've got it. Wow. And then they lose it forward. Oh, my goodness. A knock on. Gee, many crickets. They do something good, then they screw it up. Here's a kick down the pitch, and the advantage is over. So it's taken by Kuhn Horn. So Horn's still in the game. I thought he was out. He was replaced earlier, but there's Kuhn Horn. I see him out there. He's in on the tackle, in fact. From their 10-meter line, Munster with the ball. Alatoa is dropped immediately. Lions have had some good work at the breakdown here recently, but they drop the ball as soon as they get it. Darian Landsberg trying to charge that down. No luck. Casey kicks it high into the air, close to the touchline, and it's lost forward by, no call, but lost forward by Munster, and then not rolling away is Munster. There we go, finally. His hands on the ground. Yep. Hands on the ground. So penalty. Good call. All right. So Chris Smith taking his time here. 44-38 in the contest. There's a kick. Let's see where the mark is. Looks like it's not going to go that far. All the way up to 10-meter line. His hands on the ground. He's holding himself up with his left hand. It's not harsh. Listen to these whining Irish commentators. It's not harsh. Gee, many crickets. His hand was clearly holding himself up on the ground. This is a line out, which hasn't gone well for the Lions. This one's good. And J.C. Pretorius comes out of there with it. Not sure what the decision was there. Hashim Peed. And Darian Landsberg stripped of the ball. Unbelievable. Landsberg has not been protecting the ball. Good tackle there. Over the middle. Tackle at the 10-meter line. Casey does a dummy. Goes the other way. Gets tackled from behind. Brilliant work. Henko van Wyk gets over top of it, and he gets hit in the head, too. He nearly stole that ball in a jackal. Ruck is formed. Casey now. It was a great job by Henko van Wyk tackling from behind. So at least we're on their side of the pitch right now. Something we had a hard time doing the first half. But the Lions are trailing here. They need some points. Ball's high in the air. Who's going to get this? Angelo Davids? He doesn't do very well in the high ball. It's knocked forward by... Oh, come on. That ball was knocked on. Are we going to call a knock on or not? 5 meters out. That ball's held up. No, that ball is held up. There was an arm under the ball. And that should have been a knock on anyway. That ball was knocked on way back up the field. What a crock. Yeah, he says, I think you save it. He says to Kuhn Horn.
Gone in the air by right.
Correct.
Okay.
And then we have this one. I believe he's held up. No try. But we double check. So 2 things, Stefano. I'm coming upstairs.
Yeah, it's a knock on back there.
First thing is a possible knock on by Red in the air. And the second one, on field decision, no try, held up. Double look, please. Double check.
Yeah, I think it's a knock on.
First possible
Think about it.
knock
Step
on
on
in the
ball
air.
in the air.
Yeah, there it is right there.
Yeah.
It's a knock on.
Checking to see if
Said it from the
comes
beginning.
off Daly's left hand
The
in
first
that
one,
aerial
Stefano.
duel.
Second part is fine from Gleeson
Yeah, there it is. His hands
Not
touch
this
it.
one, the previous one.
to O'Brien.
By
That's
11.
That was the
already-
second one, yeah.
That's the one before.
Here it is right
we
here.
go.
Yep, it's a knock on.
Oh, I think it's touched his hand.
Yeah, it's
That's a knock on. That's what I said from the outset. Should never have been a try.
Wait a second.
There, you can see the ball change
Andrea,
direction.
You have to check
Although there is a
because if the
swing in
second
hand.
player is bouncing the ball forward.
No. Nice
he
try.
does not regard the ball. That is a knock on anyway.
You're right. You're absolutely right on what are you saying, Stefan. But I think we have a knock on in the air by 11 first.
Yep.
Because I believe he touched it. from what
Saying
I'm seeing on
Gleeson
the
didn't have
Yep.
control of the ball, so that
Yep,
was a knock
100%.
forward.
Andrea Piardi making the right call here.
Irrespective of whether Daly got there.
Let's see where if it's held up. Oh, they won't show us the hold up. Yep, he knocked it on.
It's a touch
Left
by
arm
in the
there.
air
You see
by
him swinging
11.
forward too.
Saying around Gleeson, So if you do bobble
already
the
have the
ball
decision.
forward,
There is a
okay,
clear
you
touch
have
in
to
the air by
regain
11.
possession
Red.
cleanly.
Yeah, he never
before
regained
passing
possession
it on.
either,
You
so
do
that's
not
also
care
a
about
knock-on.
This one, clear knock on in the air by 11. We
Bit of
come
a
back
nuance
for
to the rules.
Yeah, crowd doesn't like it if they're wrong. Yep. So we never did get to see whether that ball was a try or not. Lucky for the Lions there. Okay, here it is. That's not the best angle, though. It's not a try there. Kuhn Horn gets his arm over. Nope. Nope, it's not a try. His arm was under it. So Kuhn Horn had a hand on it. So it'll be Lions. There's a replacement going on here. Somebody came out. So who's that? Niall Scanlon went out? Crouch. Bind. Set. Hashim P to put it in. It's going sideways. Going to reset this. Okay, going to reset the scrum. Take the hit, control your body weight. It's the message. Okay. Crouch. Bind. Set. Lions put it in the pipe. And Lions get a big push here. Oh, yeah. Come on, give me a penalty. Yeah, Lions penalty. Wow, the Lions just dominated that scrum. Wow. Uh-oh, we got more crap going on over here. My goodness. Shlakani getting involved with something over there. So Chris Smith gets the mark. He's going to kick for some territory here. Lions need to score a try here. Is he going to find touch? Oh, come on. That ball is brought back in. Craig Casey saves that ball. So the Lions get nothing out of this. What a shame. Shlakani kicks it over top to himself. Bounces. And it's kicked forward. Oh, he gets tripped. He's tripped. He gets tripped. Goal line drop kick. Craig Casey kept that ball in play from Chris Smith. Wow, that would have been a 5-meter line out if he hadn't. This is an incredible piece of work. He's in touch. He jumps up with one hand, keeps it in, and falls down. That's incredible work by Craig Casey. Uh-oh, they're going to look at this. Yep, he didn't land back in play.
Inside is a touch for Lions.
Yeah.
Yep. That's right. Beautiful, but he broke the
Player
rules.
is out. He's not in possession when
Craig.
he's landing, and the ball is out.
Craig, I explained to you. Player is out.
If he's
Ball is out.
infield
He
when
needs
he
to
does
gather
this,
the ball
it's
before
okay,
jump.
but if he's
Play.
Yeah, he's got to gather it, and he never did.
And
He
infield,
didn't.
catching it
Touch for
cleanly.
Lions at 5 meter.
Again, another quirk in the rules.
All right, there you go. It's not a quirk in the rules. It's the rules. Listen to making up excuses. These Irish commentators. That is the law. That is the law. I forgot they had to regather it. It was a hell of a kick from Chris Smith. So it's going to be a 5-meter line out for the Lions. Casey was acrobatic in the air. He never regathered it. The crowd's booing because they don't know the law. Okay. Yep. It's he's asking. He said tapping is not good enough. That's got to be in possession. Andrea Piardi knows the law. Somebody's injured apparently. So Alatoa is injured. So Munster, tough break for Munster. Great effort by Craig Casey, but it just doesn't come true. 5-meter line out for the Lions. They need a try here. And need a conversion as well. The Lions have given away too many lineouts here. How many? They've had a lot of time to discuss this. Six in the lineout. Crowd's booing. PJ Bota needs to have a good lineout here. There's Michael Alatoa at the front of that thing. They got it to Landsberg. They're into a maul. Let's not screw this one up. It's at the back now. Now they're trying to drive forward, but they're going nowhere. Now they go forward, and he's tackled. Okay, the Lions now down to the 5-meter line. Lions have got players everywhere being driven back there. Hashim Pete fakes it, goes the other direction. He's going to take it himself. He can't make it. Down to 2 meters. He places the ball. Chris Smith comes over. PJ Bota, this is a huge moment in the game. JC Pretorius is there. Reinhold Jonker comes over. Pede. Oh, that looked like obstruction. Oh, for God's sake. What was that? What was that, Lions? Clear obstruction. What the heck are you doing? You just cost yourself the game potentially. Good Lord. How in the world do you do such... You had forever to think about this and you screwed it up royally. That's a dunderheaded move. And Casey's injured. What a dunderheaded move. Once again, Mahasha again. That guy keeps making one dumb play after another. Why are they so high on this guy? His head isn't in the game. My goodness. What a stupid play. Hodnett's done for the day. Ken Dellin replace him. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So Casey looks like he's okay, but I think he might have got in the stomach or he pulled a groin. I'm not sure which. So kicked out. Now the Lions have screwed the pooch here royally. They had a chance to take control of this game, and why is this guy in the game? He's constantly making mistakes. Mahashe. And there it is. Clear obstruction. Idiotic. So now it's a Munster line out. They got it. They come out of there quickly with it. And it's Darren Barron. So Scandal is out. High tackle. Now the Lions compound the mistake. So the high tackle. It's kicked over the top. J.C. Pretorius hunts it down. Penalty for high tackle. Lions cannot live with success. Unbelievable. Where's the high tackle at? I don't see the high tackle. Lions, man. Screwing the pooch royally here. Oh. So once again, Piardi's telling that, oh, that's a great kick inside of 22. Wow. J.J. Hanrahan gets him all the way down to the Lions 22. Moments ago, the Lions were about to score until Mahashe obstructed the play. 53 minutes now. Clock is ticking. 27 minutes left. Lions in trouble here, trailing by 3. Unchallenged. They got it. They come away with it. Jeremy Lohman sends it over the middle. Casey's going to dig it out. Casey finds a spot up the middle. He's going to go all the way. Now he's tackled at the 1 meter line. And J.C. Pretorius over top, but he gets pushed off. This will be the season right here. It's held up. Nope. And they score. O'Hearn. Didn't even know he was out there. So we go from a try to nothing to giving up this. Mahasha cost the Lions. They're going to play a game against a team. They're going to get wiped out in the first round. This is stupid. Casey really puts them in a bind. Oh, that looks short. It's an easy conversion now. That's another disappointment here today. Quiet again. Unbelievable. Oh man, the Lions. Stupid mistakes. No discipline. And they're talking about Mahashi as a Springbok. The guy has his head up his ass. Again. So here we go. 25 minutes remain. Now they're losing by 10. Kicked it inside the 22 on the far side of the pitch, taken over there. And the tackle's made by Kelly and Peku. Call to use it. Casey from inside his 22. Kicks it down the pitch. And it's kicked into touch. So Lions line out from almost midfield. So why is Munster getting a line out? Was it touched by one of the Lions? So Munster gets the ball back. I guess the Lion must have touched it. Oh my goodness, 56 minutes, clock is stopped now for what? Andre Piardi's called a pretty good game here. He missed a few, I think, but he's called a pretty good game. Another substitution for Munster. Coombs comes in for Ahern. Gavin Coombs. Two changes for the Lions. So Mornay Brandon still on the bench, but Eddie Davids comes in, RF Skuman comes in. And that one is taken in the air by Munster. They're tackled at the 10-meter line. Casey told to use it. Lions drive them back. But time is their enemy now, trailing by 10 points. Very disappointing. Right now, the Lions get no points. The three Lions standing around letting Munster catch the ball unmolested. There's a kick over the top by Casey. Going down inside the 22 and goes into touch. He's having a really good game. It's Craig Casey. What's with the chat? I'm not getting any chat over here. Coming down to final 20 minutes. The Lions should have been ahead 21-17 now. Instead, they're trailing by 10 points. 14-point swing because of Mahasha. Now the Lions have a line out at their 17-meter line. They've not done well. That one's good. And that's Mornay Brandon. He's also out there. Lions got some space here. PJ Boto is not an addition for this game. About time Brandon got out there. Hashim Pete is going to kick it away. He has not done anything special since he came in. And the Lions, oh, J.C. Pretorius is loose. J.C. Pretorius is loose. Oh, he runs through 3 tackles, still going. 4 tackles down to the 10-meter line. J.C. Pretorius got that blitzbach action going there. Eddie Davids over the middle. Here comes. It's a line break for Schlakani. Up the middle. Here it comes. Darian Landsberg inside the 22. Oh, it's a knock-on. That's got to be a freaking penalty. There's no defender. A card. A card. That was intentional. He swatted it down. Just a penalty, my ass. That ball was knocked out intentionally. Why is that not a card? Take the 3 points. That should have been a card. That stopped a try. Look at this. That's intentional. That's a card. I'll listen to him make excuses for this guy. He wasn't going for the ball. It was intentional knockdown. So Chris Smith trying to get the points on the board for the Lions here. Yonkers come over to keep his finger on the ball. I guess the wind is blowing. You got to get 3 points anyway. Flags go up, 24-17. Lions had a chance there and they didn't get to try. Alato is out, replaced by John Ryan. Kick, restart inside the 22, taken by Mahasha. Mahasha's fighting is going nowhere. Tackled inside the 22. Ruck is formed. And the Lions bouncing off players here. Trailing by a converted try now with 20 minutes left in the game. Hashim P kicks it high into the air. Angelo Davis gives chase. He knocks it backwards, and the Lions get it finally. Oh, good job. Lions hold on to it. Casey trying to strip the ball, but he can't give it. But he does get the tackle. But the Lions, great effort up there to the 45-meter line. Eddie Davids, Grikwa out there. That ball's kicked forward by Kuhn Horn to the 22. Taken back there by Munster. Whoops, Kuhn Horn overran it. And Hanran goes the other way and fights his way through tackles, finally taken down. Casey. Imagine if they hadn't given it that try and got the other try now. It would be 24-17. They'd be ahead. Ball's available. Casey from his 10-meter line. 18.5 minutes left. Kicks it high into there. Chase is on. It bounces backwards. Picked up by Chris Smith. And he's tackled. Munster, that's a side entry. He walked in from the side. And Munster gets the ball back. What a crock. Inside of 22, Kelly Mpeku calls the mark and he gets tackled. My goodness. Craig Casey's a hell of a player in this game. Killing us. Spit in the face.
Yeah, start on me, in my face.
Over there,
Over this
on the
rock
rock.
here, yes.
Okay,
Please have a look.
we have a serious allegation for foul play. Please, Stefano, put that on the screen.
All right, let's hope not.
We need to check what happened to number 16 red.
Yeah.
Is that the correct number?
Yep.
16 red. I have
Okay.
an allegation of a spit in the face.
Not something you hear off, and that's why the game's being stopped.
Yeah.
If it did happen, it's disgusting if it was intentional.
Let's see.
The ruck is when there is a restart kick, and we have the Lions player catching the ball and running towards number 16. I think it's happened over there from the restart of the restart kick.
Hey, you go. Lions.
Well, it was a very clear
Stormers need to
allegation.
get their act together. Just 24 minutes remain. 56-minute mark.
TMO is having a look through the
So Barron is saying he was spit in his
Footage right
face.
now.
Let's see it.
to see if he can advise Andrea Piardi of anything, any evidence at all. Stefano Penny, the television match official. There's a couple of things that really incense
Still waiting to see.
players
I'm going to turn
in what
this
is an
audio off while
incredibly
we wait.
physical and difficult game.
Is it raining? Looks like it's raining now. We're waiting. They're trying to find where it occurred at, looking at the video, but I don't know when it happened. I didn't see it. Yep. Can you find a video? If not, we'll let the disciplinary committee deal with it afterwards.
From the restart kick.
Try to check now again.
You can't find it.
60, 18 on the clock. 60, 18 on the clock.
We need to go back. Oh, 60-18 is when it
From
happened.
the kickoff. Look at
So
the
let's see.
TMO
They're saying they
care
can't find
findings.
it,
Got him
but let's
wrong
go
on
see.
decision.
Let's go back and see. 60-18 is when the allegation is made. It's a long break in the action. They can't find anything at the moment. I don't even know who it's on. So he was looking at the wrong ruck. This is the previous ruck. Took him a while to make the allegation. Players getting stiff, standing around. Andrea Piardi waiting. Yeah. He's like, I got to carry on with the game if you can't find it. So they're not finding anything.
Say
60.
A little bit of
60
rain
18.
falling as well.
60.
That's going to change.
Rain is falling now. Okay, they can't find it. So he's called the two captains over.
Craig.
Okay, let's get back to the camera on the field.
Over.
He can't find it.
Stefano, in the meantime.
It's a serious allegation. They'll go to the citing committee.
Horn.
So
Disciplinary committee.
why we are doing this? I had a serious allegation by Munster about someone spitting in the face. So I wanted to take all the time that we needed, but nothing's on the screen, guys. We need to carry on with the game. Someone else after the game deal with that. Okay, probably the citing commission or someone else.
Free kick. They have it on the screen up there.
But not for me. So
Andrea.
I understand. Yep, Stefano.
Andrea, we can't find the situation because probably he's away from the ball, so
Okay.
maybe he's not in the angles.
Okay, we took any time that we needed, but now we need to carry on with the game. We'll
Yep.
start with that free kick.
Yep, that's right. But who did it? That's all the officials can do. Okay. So Kelly and Pekka, where he left this off, he's going to kick the ball from inside of 22. And he doesn't find... Oh, it's knocked in a touch by Munster. So will it be Lions ball? Or was he on the line? Substitution coming in. Jeremy Lohman is coming out now, finally. He had a good game. Mike Haley makes a big mistake. Josh Wisherly comes in now. So the Lions are going to get a line out here. Big mistake. So now they got to take advantage of this. Yep. Yep. So Mike Haley makes a mistake. It'll be a Lions line out with the rain falling now. Just 16.5 minutes remaining. Lions need a converted try here to even things up. Player touched to the air. Yeah. They have an advantage here for being touched in the air. But there should be a penalty here for touching a player in the air. But will we have an advantage here? I heard him say advantage. So what's going on? So what the hell? There was an advantage there for touching a player in the air, and then they don't get it. But somehow Munster gets the ball. He called it advantage. I heard him say advantage, and it wasn't a knock-on advantage. So why don't the Lions have the ball? Casey kicking it away from his 45-meter line. Nope, he doesn't. He does a dummy. He passes it. And here's a kick down the pitch. Angelo Davids easily catches that, gets it over to Kuhn Horn, who sends it back the other direction. That ball's going to bounce and go inside the 22, and it'll sit down at the 20. Casey. He sends it back the other direction. Chris Smith gets it at his 36-meter line. He's going to kick it back the other way now. Up into the air. Chris Smith gives chase. And Haley gets it. Runs into the Lions at the 10-meter line. The Lions got to get the ball back here. They need offense. This kicking game is not going to do anything with 15 minutes remaining. Right now they get a bonus point, but they need to win this game. Yep, play on. The fans were crying that the player was hoisted in the air, but he wasn't. Okay. Angelo Davids knocks it backwards, and it's picked up by Munster. Eddie Davis tries to get there, but now Munster has it on the Lions side of the pitch. They try to cut through the middle. Tackle made. Oh, we got a player down. Got a player down for Munster, grabbing his leg. He's in a lot of pain here. It's behind the play now. Nobody's seeing it. Casey bounces it off one of the Lions players. It's caught by Munster. Oh, my. Talk about luck. Ball's lost forward. Casey gets it. And that's not releasing. Penalty won by the Lions. Let's go back for the player who's injured. He's explaining it to him. Boy, the rain is really starting to come down now. Shane Daly's hurting. Yeah, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. Finally, they're getting to him. I don't know if he broke something. Let's see. There's no reason to be injured there. It might be a cramp. It's just a cramp, I think. Oh, those cramps are never fun. So many players putting their hand up for the green and gold. Not in this game and not in the Stormers game. A lot of people shouldn't be playing for Springboks the way they're playing. Craig Casey argued with Andre Piardi. So Munster right now would be 5th place, the Lions 7th place at this, and Connick in 8th. Ulster's out. Cardiff goes to Stormers, and they just lost to the Cardiff in Cardiff. Oh my goodness. Bulls would play Munster if this ends now, but they can beat Munster at home, although they lost to them. My goodness. So the Lions not winning this game hurts it hurts the Bulls. And it hurts the Lions. Okay, so where's the mark? That's going to be about midfield. 49-meter line. Lions run out of time here. 13 minutes, 45 seconds. Here's the line out. Lions in a good one. J.C. Pretorius on the short end. He steps back the other way. Lions having all kinds of games now. They get it. There it goes. Hashim P. to Chris Smith. Smith over the middle. Shlakane. He's tackled. And they kick it away. Why are we kicking the ball away this late in the game? At the 22, it's taken back there by Haley. And the Munster's tackled deep. Now Another tackle. Lions got to be careful not to be coming offside on that. Ruck is formed. Call to use it. Oh, nearly chased down, but he gets it away. It's going to go about the 40-some meter. Ball's knocks back. It's knocked on by Munster. Push. Oh, there's a penalty on top of it. Coombs pushed Mahashe, so we get something good on that. Kick it to the corner now. It's a penalty, not just a knock-on. Oh, yeah, then he shoves him away from the play. It was Kendellen. Yeah, it wasn't. Yep, that was Alex Kendellen who did it. So that's a dumb penalty. So Chris Smith. He kicked it a long way, but where's the mark going to be? Doesn't look very good. It's inside the 22 at the 21. All right, so Lions now with the chance. You need to score here with just 11 minutes left. No, Lions are playing poorly. We need a good line out here, boys. They squandered too many opportunities already. There's a line out, successful, not challenged. They come down with it. JC Pretorius. Northnagel's out, replaced by Como. See if Coma's in the game now. Lions have the ball inside the 22. Hashim Pete goes wide. It's Henku from Mike. There's a neck tackle. High tackle. We're going to get down to 5 meters on this. Whatever happens here. Yeah. High tackle. Now we kick for 5 meters. Yep. That's good. High tackle. Yeah, that's clearly a high tackle. Henku from Vike up around the neck. JC Pretorius not having much an impact in this game so far since he came in. We got Henku who's down. He's asking if he needs time. Time off. I don't know if he can make it. Henku from Vike is in pain here. A lot of pain. Who have we got on the bench still? Rowan Delport. So no speedsters left. Oh, my goodness. Come on. Rain is coming down pretty strong now. Lions need a converted try here. If the Lions can get a draw, they'll move up to 5th place, pushing Cardiff down. And Munster will be in 8th place. Yep. So Chris Smith kicking for the corner. Lions need to convert a try here. No screw-ups here. They kick it. Does he get the 5 meter mark? Looks like it's pretty good. And Ron Delport is in. And Henku is limping off the pitch. Ron Delport comes in. And Henku from Vike goes out. Here's a line out. So we lost the speedster there with Henku from Vike. Ron Delport's tall, though. He's fresh. They got it. Landsberg comes down with it. We're into a maul. Come on, boys. But it's not going anywhere. Just bodies on the ground. Let's get it out of there. Now they drive forward. And now the penalty for collapsing them all. They're going to get themselves in a card here. Tap and go, boys. Screw this line out. You already did a 5 meter line out. Nothing came out of it. Tap and go. We're under 10 minutes now. Tap and go. Decision, he wants tap. It's what they're going to go for. Because the line out got them nowhere. So tap and go. Here we go. Tap and go. Oh, man, he goes all the way 4 meters in one dive. Hashim Pete the other way. Shakani can't make it. He's short. The Lions are close. It's going to be held up, I think. Unbelievable. That was a dumb decision. First off, they're not going to get the conversion from there. So goal line drop. Lions waste another scoring opportunity. I would never have done that. I would have gone wide. There's nothing there. He drives right into the player. into his lap. It's just a stupid decision. It's a stupid decision. There's not even a prayer of that ever being a try. Another dumb decision. It's goal line kick. Going to bounce all the way out past midfield. Chris Smith gets it there. Gives it to Chicane. Chicane is running inside the 10-meter line, but now we got 40 meters to go instead of 1 meter. And off his feet is Landsberg. Luckily, he didn't get called for a penalty there. Chris Smith. Nice counter ruck there by the Lions. And Sibakoma now drives forward. Lions, Chris Smith. Mahasha almost offloaded that ball and nearly threw it away. He held on to it, though. Chris Smith gets it across the middle. Oh, it looked like it was forward. Crowd moaning and thought it was forward. Hashim Pede. Lions are picking up no space here. They got to get something going. Delport with his first carry. Hashim Pede. Chris Smith. Offsides. The entire Munster line was 5 meters offsides. And Kuhn Horn. He gets it outside. JC Pretorius. But he runs into 3 players. Not held in a tackle. He gets up and goes. He's trying to put the ball on the ground. He did. Down to 7.5 minutes. The Lions, bad passing going on here. Kick. Oh, there it goes. Nice move by Hashim Pede up the middle. Get him some help. He kicks it to the corner. Who's going to get there? Can Angelo Davids get there? Oh, he didn't get it down. Angelo Davids knocked it on. Oh, my goodness. He got tackled. He doesn't think he got it. Yeah. Yeah, Angelo Davids, not even wasting time. He said, I don't think you got it. He said, no, I didn't. He said, no, I didn't. It's a great kick, but unfortunately, he can't quite get there. No, he knocked it on. It's 5-meter scrum. That could have so close to being a try. Wow. Angelo Davids, he's like, no, I didn't do it. No, he's shaking his head. I didn't get it. He was honest. Got to respect that. That was incredible. Nearly had the try. Wow. So goal line kick, excuse me, because it was knocked out of the try zone. So midfield, Chris Smith gets it. Gives it to Chicane again, and we're back to where we were 5 minutes ago. Chicane up the middle. We got a Munster player grabbing his chest. The Lions got something on the outside here. Kuhnhorn kicks it forward. It's going to go down to around the try line. And it's down there. So goal line drop kick. We keep getting these kicks. Uh-oh, what are we doing here? TMO. Time off. Stop the clock. It's still running. Stop the clock. 74-20. 2 subs from who? Alex Kendellen is leaving the game. Or is he coming in? Quinn for Gleason. Okay. Place Gleason. So we got 5 minutes and 40 seconds left, and the Lions keep squandering opportunities here. That last one wasn't squandered, just a tough break. It was a great kick, but the defender got there. So 10 meters this time. Kuhnhorn, Schlakane driving up the middle again. He's picking up a lot of meters here late in the game on these drives, but no points coming out of it. Kuhnhorn to Jonker. Jonker on the outside. Jonker's still driving. He's tackled. Sibakoma over the middle. Call to use it. They need a converted try here. 5 minutes left. And they kick it high into the air. And Angelo Davids is going to go for it. Who gets it? Knocked backwards by the Lions and picked up. They've got it. Around 30-meter line. I spent a lot of time down here. Eddie Davids. Space on the outside. I wasn't looking there. Oh, good job at Kuhn Horn to save that. Nice pass backwards. Knocked backwards by the Lions. Chris Smith. Wow, they managed to hold on to this. Oh, Eddie Davids. Rambling through the middle. There goes Sibakoma. And the Lions show up. Come on, boys. Pour it on. What's P doing? Oh. That's a terrible kick. What is he doing? He kicks the ball into touch. Down to 4 minutes left. And the Lions, it's all fading on them. All fading on them. What could have been a fantastic finish this season is falling apart in their trip to Europe. Player injured. Munster playing for time here. Piardi's done a good job calling this game. So now it's a Munster lineout. Not challenged. They come down with it. Lions should have challenged that. Barron comes swinging around there. He's tackled. Call to use it. Lions can't screw up here and get any points up. Ball is kicked down the pitch, and we're back to midfield again. Angelo Davids almost loses it. He decides to run it up the pitch. He's got nobody there to help him. Pede. Now we're back to midfield with 3.5 minutes left. Lions cannot score here. That stupid Mahashe obstruction earlier. And Pede kicks it over the top. It's knocked on, or is it gone backwards? Knocked on by Angelo Davids. Boy, he's knocking a lot of these high balls on today. Jonker's not happy. So that's going to eat up a lot of time. Use it as a call. He's going to kick it away. Okay, so the advantage is over. Now we're down to 3 minutes. Angelo Davids gets this one. He gets it to Chris Smith, who gets it over to the middle to Kuhn Horn. Kuhn Horn kicks it back. That's going to go inside to 22, all the way down to the try line. Now they pick it up at the try line. And Hanrahan kicks it into touch. Nope, it's not there. So the Lions have it, but down to 2.5 minutes. They better do something now. Shlakani driving inside the 10-meter line. 3 Munster players there to attack him. Get the ball out. There's 3 guys pinned down there. They're getting nothing here. That Munster defense is not breaking. Chris Smith kicks it off a Munster player, and Munster has the ball. Another stupid play. Lions have turned it over. And Munster kick it, looking for 50-22. Somebody better get back there. Chris Smith gets it. And he gets the ball over to Kuhn Horn, who gets it outside. To Mahashe, who gets it back to Kuhn Horn, who nearly throws it away. Kuhn Horn has it, but he's in trouble. Looking for space here. And the Lions are back to their 10-meter line with 2 minutes left. They're going backwards here. Don't screw up and give up any points here, man. It's penalty here, and you're not going to get any bonus point. Unbelievable. Chris Smith kicks it into touch, and that's going to do it here. 1:40 seconds left. The Lions have screwed this one up royally. Unbelievable. So they're going to get 1 point if they can hold on here. So 54 puts them ahead of Connacht, which means they finish. Well, and then Cardiff is going to be knocked down. Munster will jump 55. Munster doesn't have 4 tries, so they're just going to get to 1 point. Yeah, unless they get a try here late, Munster's going to get 4 points, which gives them 55, and they're minus 13. So Cardiff, they'll go to 5th. Cardiff will go to 6th. The Lions will be 7th, right where they're at now. See many crickets. Yeah, they finish 7th, which means they'll play Leinster. Connacht will play Glasgow. Gee, many crickets. 1 minute left on the clock. Oh, boy. Wow. Unbelievable. So much left on the pitch. Yeah, Crypto Noob, it's exciting, but so much left on the pitch by the Lions, just like the Stormers. There's a line out with minute 4 seconds. Line out's challenged, but Munster comes away with it. And they break free. Lions did not make a mistake here. They give a penalty, they're going to be in trouble. If they get a penalty here, they're going to wind up 8th. Now they're just going to try to run the clock out. "45 seconds left here. "30 seconds left. The ball came loose and the Lions couldn't get it. Should have been a knock on. There's a penalty advantage here. So that's going to cost the Lions a bonus point. They're going to finish 8th after being 3rd last week. Wow, that sucks. Oh, that's crawling on the ground. That should have been a turnover. He's being told to use it. Casey wants to run the clock out. Lions finished 7th. Disappointing. Craig Casey, man of the match. No doubt about that. So Munster, who is out of the playoff position, gets 4 points. They move to 55 up to 5th place. So they're going to play the Bulls next week. Wow. All right, folks, that's going to do it. Disappointing, to say the very least. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit the like button if you haven't done it. Yeah, my Super Brew's looking super bad too. South African side screwed me royally. Let's see what happened here. I got, well, actually not too bad. I picked the Sharks to win, Bulls to win, Bath to win, picked Exeter to win. They got slaughtered. Picked Leinster to win, picked Scarlets to win, and they drew. I picked Saracens to win, the Lions. So only one that I missed today, actually. Or 3, I'm sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 24-17. That's it. Well, that sucks. Disappointing. South African sides lose again. All right, folks, that's it. 2 weeks before they come back. We'll see what happens then, all right? So the Lions finished 7th after being 3rd last week. 24-17 is the final. Lots of tries left on the pitch, as usual. Just like the Stormers. All right, cheers, everybody. That's going to do it for this one. Thanks for welcome. Thank you for joining. Appreciate that, becoming a member. Thank you very much, Hugo Genis. Really appreciate it. All right, guys, we'll see you. I'm not covering the Champions Cup because no South African sides are in it, or the Challenge Cup. We'll catch you in 2 weeks. All right, cheers, everybody. Thanks for being here.